Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Jerry, and today I'll be sharpening one of my saw blades. This is a Ripper 37, and this is for you new people who've recently subscribed. I show this once or twice a year. This is a sharpener that I built, and I'm going to show you around on it a little bit here, and hopefully everything works well for us today. Generally, it does. So before I take you down, I'll just tell you quickly what I have. I have an old Foley chainsaw sharpener with a CBN wheel. I was using these pink stone wheels, but every now and then I'd snag a tooth, it'd hang up, and I'd break the wheel. It was getting expensive. So yes, these CBN wheels are pretty expensive. I think this one was $100 or close to it, but I've not had any problems with it yet, and it's holding up really well. I've sharpened literally hundreds of times on this thing. So I have this old Foley sharpener, and this one's nice. You can make the wheel turn either direction. This is an old windshield wiper motor with all the controls removed from it out of a Chevy pickup, and that drives the blade. I have inside this box, I have a pulse width modulator control unit, and that controls the speed. So I don't have to do the, like intermittent wiper. So that controls the speed. It's the same one I use in the sawmill. Same ones. Also, I have a 12-volt DC converter. So it takes 120 and converts it to DC. I have an on and off power switch right here. I have an outlet back here that runs the Foley and runs the 12-volt inverter. And I don't know if you can see it in the back, but that is my tooth setter that I use to set my teeth. We'll go over that at another time, but it's on the same fixture. Now, the only problem with this fixture, it's on a big piece of plywood, and it does take up some room. But this is just a piece of all thread with two 7/16 nuts on it. Well, it's a 1/4 inch all thread, 7/16 wrench to lengthen it to get the fine adjustment. I have a little carriage bolt right here for up down. So I do like my bandsaws. I like them run the gullet, and that just takes out any of the cracks. And I think I have this thing running really well right now. And so let me show you around, and then we'll show you it in action. Okay, here's the push rod mechanism. It just spans over the teeth. That's the CBN wheel I use. Now I'm going to follow the profile. Here's the lever arm. This is the carriage bolt adjustment to go up and down. Now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have that just a little bit finer thread, but it works well. This is the cam. If you do make one, you'll have to determine what your cam is. It's not too hard. Once I did get the cam made, I did trace one out. I do have another one traced out just in case, this one I break it or do anything along the lines of that. Or if I ever built another one. So far, this cam has worked both on the Sabertooth and the Ripper 37, pretty much the same profile. I don't think I really had to adjust it. I have these rollers, and all these are just little pulleys I found at a local store up here, surplus store, and I have those all over. Inside this is a digital protractor, and I use that to set the angle because I'm sharpening 7 degrees, so I set that on the Foley. And I'll just show you real quick. That's the tooth setter. This is the advancer. So, all right, let's get this going, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so let's turn it on. All right, she's on. You know what I'll do? Slide it back a little bit. I like to do this just to make sure it looks like it's following. So let's turn it on. All right. Let's see how it goes. Let me explain what I'm doing here. I am holding my hand on this, and I'm staying ready for this. If sometimes when you get to the weld, and I usually like to mark the weld, I don't see it right off the top of my head. I'll keep my eyes open for it. It's always a little bit different. Could be anywhere from 20 thousandths to almost 100 thousandths difference. So I get ready to stop it. Now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have an emergency kill switch, but I don't. So I just keep my fingers here, and sometimes when this drags back, it could, if I have a little booger on the blade, it could pull this back a little bit. So that's why I keep my hand there. So I've done a few, so let's put some lines on here so we know where we're at. You can see, nice and shiny. All right. So I just shut it off so I can put you back up. One of the things I've tried to do, I tried to automate this, and I tried to set it up where I could put a magnet on this. I still have the magnet, and it would come around and it would trip the switch, and I've caused some damage doing that, so I don't use that anymore. I stay with it. Now these are razor sharp right now, so let's get this going. Here's the weld right here, so I'll have to pay attention. Let's see how far apart those welds are compared to the rest of the blade. Guys, this one's literally an 1/8 inch diff. Well, not quite an eighth, but almost an 1/8 inch difference. 990 thousandths. 850,000. So that's what I was talking about. If you're not paying attention when it gets to here, it will mess up the whole entire rhythm, I guess, is the timing of everything. So I'll pay attention to that. So what I usually do is I just hold it above there and just let it push through without cutting anything at the weld. There we go. Next. So I just skipped that too. There you have it, guys. Pretty easy setup. You know, one of the things you have to think about when you get your sawmill is how you're going to sharpen your blades. And it does weigh on you. You know, you'll get a pile of blades that are dull, and you'll just keep using brand new ones if you don't have a means to sharpen them. So yeah, either buy one or build one. I built this because I like building things, that obviously, as you know. So any questions on this, guys, let me know. I do have a couple other videos. I don't go into great detail on them and even how I built it. The cam, that's easy to, actually really easy. What you do is you set that thing down. You set it down and you start marking your lines, and you say, okay, I'm 200 thousandths, and you mark 200 thousandths. Maybe like every 20 degrees, go around and start marking lines. And then you just keep indexing it, and then doing that, and then you just start working in between those points, and it's really straight, simple and easy to do. I think I started off with a round one, completely round at first, and just kept saying okay, and I'd mark it, and I'd take it on the band. I marked all the marks all the way around. In fact, you can see old remnants of some still too. All the way around, I marked them. Took to the bandsaw, cut something similar to this, maybe not even this close, because this was traced after that was finished, but something along the lines of that. You'll be pretty within 50,000s, 100,000s doing what I'm doing, and then you really start. You say, okay, a little bit more. So I'll have a little disc grinder and sander down. So don't be afraid to give it a try. Just some unistrapping I have, and I can set the angle on this. I have a thumb screw back there, big knob. This is just angle iron. Those are the push-pull clamps. That's all those are. So that's it, guys. I have like 5 more to do, though. Man, they come out. These are virtually as sharp as new ones. Take care, guys. We'll see you around the wood yard next time.